Coming up today, we've got some problems with the drill. We've got a special project that we're working on, but unfortunately can't tell you anything about it till the 30th of April. But you can kind of see what we've been doing in the field. Well, you can see us in the field, but you can't see what we've been doing in the field. But we needed a drone. A bit of an update on the NHS sunflowers as well. You can see that now. That still looks good. A year on nearly. And some trouble with the roadworks. It's day 376. We're just getting the last bags of seed on the trailer for the last field of beans that we're hopefully going to get finished drilling today. Then we've only got a little bit of spring barley left to do and a little bit of spring wheat, but where we want to put the spring wheat is really wet, so hopefully that'll dry over the next few days. We can get on it early next week. Bit of a traffic jam in the yard. I'd often think that they must look like ants, these telehandlers, as they're going around the yard all day moving stuff about, like the or worker bees or something. This is the bag of beans we took out the other day with the seed sock. Just going to weigh what weight came out, and then Joe will know how much seed he's got, and he can hopefully match it to the field size. So we won't have a little bit left that we'll be carrying around the yard for a year, or we won't run out with a little bit left to go. So I'll just stick it on the weigh bridge, weigh it, and then you can do the maths then, because it's a field that we've not cropped before, so we just need to measure the field size, adjust the rate accordingly. Can't see on the camera, but that's 260 kilos in the bag, so it's just about half a bag. Put it on the trailer. Adam's going to run it up on the fast track, and then, like I say, hopefully the last field will be drilled. Just putting on this pre-emergence spray on the beans. So what we mean by pre-emergence is we put it on before the beans emerge, and it, like I say, it puts a ceiling on the top of the soil, so only the beans should grow, or other species are related to beans, and the grass weeds and different things should think, oh, don't like this soil, and they'll die off. So it stays active for about 3 or 4 months in the soil, just enough for the beans to get ahead, and then smother the light out from any other things that might want to grow. So I'm on this field now where Andrew got stuck in the day over there. It's a lot drier now. You see it's like pretty dusty, so I'm putting on quite a lot of water. I haven't got enough with me to do this field, but when I have a bigger sprayer I would have done, so I'm basically going to have to do half the field, go back, fill up, and then come back again and do it again. Sometimes we like to do it after a shower of rain, and then the soil's moist and the spray's more effective. But there's no sort of rain forecast now for a good few days, so it needs to be on, and then I can get spraying wheat as well. Just had a call off a neighbour where they're building the roundabout. They've obviously closed the road, and then the other little narrow road next to it. Oh, the council's ringing me. Well, knocked me down with a feather. Someone from the council, it's back to being Easter weekend, actually rang me back. Yeah, so basically they're putting bollards down this narrow road to create a cycle lane and to stop people driving the wrong way down the one way. But unfortunately, they've made the road too narrow for tractors, especially where the overhanging trees are, because the fortune's to the left-hand side of the road. So it's no good. So everyone in the area is in uproar, and basically these water-filled barriers will probably end up getting pushed in the ditch with a telehandler by someone if they're not moved. And the whole thing doesn't need to happen if the contractor's just opened up the other road into a one-way system. Phone keeps ringing, sorting out these bollards. Anyway, it turns out that there's only supposed to be a 1.2 metre cycle lane, not a 2 metre cycle lane. So that obviously now gives us another 80 centimetres of room. So there's a chance now that we can still fit down the road. But why the other road is shut, no one knows. So that should be, that's what they call a red route for ambulances to get to the hospital if there's ever a problem on the motorway. And basically it's going to be shut for 4 days, and there's no one even working on the site. It's just a joke. Skylark nest update, still there. We've marked it now with this stick so we don't demolish it. Adam's here just marking something now on the GPS, doing something for the Farmer's Guardian, and all will be revealed at the end of the month. So he's just GPS mapping it now. Had to pick this up, it fell off the drill, the bolts come out of there on the last field of beans. So bolt it back on, then Joe can go back out. Yeah, the bolt that holds it on, somehow the nut has fell off it, and it just wobbled loose and fell off. So we'll bolt it back on and Joe can get out. Yeah, the bolt there, nut come off the bottom, and then this slid out the clamp. Bolt in there, so it's a nylon one. and the leg fell off. So he's back out again now for the final attempt at drilling the last field of beans this year. 4 years old and you've wrecked it.
Not wrecked nothing wrong with it. Just got shit in it because I found cows.
Big spreader or little tractor? Another day, another fly tip. Scruffy gets. It's not a block spout that there, it's because it's the one that's facing backwards. You're supposed to put them either one forwards, one backwards, but I don't like that because they all look like the block then. Just spraying this field now. Only two more to go for beans for spraying. There's Danny over there as well, patching up a little bit of wheat there that was flooded this winter. It was so bad. I put sun cream on this morning, but I'm still getting burnt. This is the field that it all started in. So when we were drilling this last year with spring wheat, this is the one that we did the footage in of drilling for Northwest tonight, and then that's why I carried on the next day as a joke, because I was back here rolling and I went, oh, it's day 2 of cab isolation. I must say though that the very first videos aren't actually on YouTube, they're on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter, because I didn't upload them to YouTube. The YouTube uploading only came when a teacher asked me to start uploading. So if you can't find the first sort of like 20-30 days, whatever, that's why they're not on YouTube. I'm in the wrong place here, but I have to stop. I know, I'm right now. I'm just checking the GPS. Just in this big field now that's we've written something really big in huge writing with the dis for something on the 30th of April that's to be announced. And it sounds like Ross has just turned up with his drone to get a picture of it. But it's secret. I can't show you what's in this field that we've written with the tractor, but you can still see the NHS pretty clear. Okay, tell you what, come under the shade. Let's try it now. Look at that. Still as good as the day it was planted. So I'll go today. The chicken out. Oh, he's got it. And Olivia's learning how to lead a sheep that doesn't want to be led. And we've had to barricade the weather stations because the ram keeps knocking the weather station over, not the horse. This was yesterday's quiz question. Yeah, it is a deck weight on the back of the fast track. I thought it was 1,000 kilos, but it actually has got printed on it 900 kilos, if you can see there. And yeah, that's the bubble machine. I've still not took it off from the tractor run. It's because the wire goes through the cabin down the back and I need to sort it out, take it off, and hopefully it'll still work for next year's tractor run. While I'm stood by the fast track, got another quiz question actually for it. I don't know what that's for there. See if you know anyway. Back at the yard now. It's going to fill up and do another tank of spray. Still a glorious day. Well, the field I'm going on is one that we patched up this morning with beans. So we'd sown half the field and we had such soil to move. And where we've moved it from was a bit sticky the other day. So we've sown it this morning and now it's still a bit sticky and not dry. So I want it to dry, roll it, and then I can spray the whole field in one go rather than have to go back to it. And then Joe hopefully will be finishing in a bit the field that he's drilling on now, and then that's all the spring beans in, which is good. So we've only, like I say, got a little bit of spring barley and a little bit of spring wheat to get in. So that's pretty good for spring work done. Well, say done. I've got hundreds and hundreds of acres to keep spraying. Working out my plan of attack for tomorrow. So we basically get these like recipes off the agronomist of different things to put on. So we've got finish the beans tomorrow, and then I'll get on some fungicide on some barley and a little bit of herbicide on one of the fields as well. So I've got about, I don't know, 10 or 15 different tankfuls. Won't get it all done tomorrow, but I'll just keep going through it. This time of year, it's like, sun's in the camera. This time of year, it's just like non-stop on the sprayer really. So we just have to keep going every day. It's fit to do that. I've just had to lift all that chemical out the shed as well to get to the back of it, so now I'm going to put it all the way back in again, lock it all back up again overnight. We need a bigger chemical store. It's only like a 10 foot by 10 foot container. I need like a 40 foot container at this time of year. Thanks to everyone that sent me links and suggestions about where to get a stone trailer from. There is a lot of them out there. Unfortunately, the ones that do what I want to do are very expensive, so I don't know whether we should try and build one or buy like a standard one similar to this and modify it, like maybe, like I said, having the discharge belt one side for stone, and then this side you run the belt the other way, and have an auger that swings out on the side for filling the drill and things like that. So lots to think about, lots of research, plenty of googling. But yeah, thanks for everyone for sending me the links. We're obviously using these discs today to do a special project in the field, writing something. Like I say, can't show you yet. The suspense is killing everyone in it. But I found there's a bearing gone, because I thought, why are these scrapers catching here? Anyway, this bottom bearing down there on the roller bank has totally collapsed, so that's why. So I don't know how no one noticed, Andrew. But we'll have to strip that and get that sorted. We won't really be using these a lot now till harvest, so we've got plenty of time to do that. We've also got something wrong with the tyre packer up there, but that's nothing to do with the machine's fault. That's because someone was burning some rubbish about 3 or 4 years ago too close to it, and it started to melt it. So we need to sort that, because we've just left it because at the time we were busy, but that needs sorting now, ready for harvest. And that needs washing off as well as soon as possible. It's in the shed keeping dry, but when the jet wash is fixed on Tuesday, that can be washed off properly. That's about it for today. Turn the calendar over. We're now on April. We've got some class mowers on the back of a class tractor. Thanks everyone for watching, thanks for subscribing, and don't forget, tell your friends to watch as well, and the channel grows. And here's an ending from MD on Twitter. He kind of done it wrong and wanted a video with like little flashy bits, but it's just a picture of him, but it has come all the way from Austria, so here it is. So goodbye, and I'll see you tomorrow.